Hello and welcome back to my channel where I talk about whatever I want. My name is Chloe. This is a house of clay that I built in my parents' backyard, and I'm reading the Bible every day this year. We've skipped some days, but I tried to make up for it today, and I was going to read today's and tomorrow's, or 2 days worth of reading in one day, but my stream froze because I was out in my house, which is annoying because like I need to be able to stream in my house, but we will deal with that another day. We're gonna read the 25th reading, which is 2 Kings 12 through 14. All right. Hello. We're reading. Okay. 2 Kings 12. Jehoash repairs the temple. In the 7th year of Jehu, Jehoash became king, and he reigned 40 years in Jerusalem. His mother's name was Zibiah of Beersheba. Jehoash did what was right in the sight of the Lord all the days in which Jehoiada the priest instructed him. But the high places were not taken away. The people still sacrificed and burned incense on the high places. And Jehoash said to the priest, all the money of the dedicated gifts that are brought into the house of the Lord, each man's census money, each man's assessment money, and all the money that a man proposes in his heart to bring into the house of the Lord. Let the priest take it themselves, each from his constituency, and let them repair the damages of the temple. Wherever any dilapidation is found. Now it was so by the 23rd year of King Jehoash that the priest had not repaired the damages of the temple. So King Jehoash called Jehoiada the priest and the other priest and said to them, why have you not repaired the damages of the temple? Now therefore do not take more money from your constituency, but deliver it for repairing the damages of the temple. And the priest agreed that they would neither receive more money from the people nor repair the damages of the temple. I'm good. How are you? I'm from California. Then Jehoiada the priest took a chest, bored a hole in its lid, and set it beside the altar on the right side as one comes into the house of the Lord. And the priest who kept the door put there all the money brought into the house of the Lord. So it was whenever they saw that there was much money in the chest that the king's scribe and the high priest came up and put it in bags and counted the money that was found in the house of the Lord. Then they gave the money which had been apportioned into the hands of those who did the work, who had the oversight of the house of the Lord, and they paid it out to the carpenters and builders who worked on the house of the Lord, and to masons and stone cutters, and for buying timber and hewn stone to repair the damage of the house of the Lord, and for all that was paid out to repair the temple. However, there were not made for the house of the Lord basins of silver, trimmers, sprinkling bowls, trumpets, any articles of gold or articles of silver from the money brought into the house of the Lord. But they gave that to the workmen, and they repaired the house of the Lord with it. Moreover, they did not repair an account from the men into whose hand they delivered the money to be paid to workmen, for they dealt faithfully the money from the trespass offerings and thanks. The money from the sin offerings was not brought into the house of the Lord. It belonged to the priest. Hazael threatens Jerusalem. Hazael, king of Syria, went up and fought against Gath and took it. Then Hazael set his face to go up to Jerusalem, and Jehoash, king of Judah, took all the sacred things that his fathers Jehoshaphat and Jehoram and Ahaziah, kings of Judah, had dedicated, and his own sacred things and all the gold found in the treasuries of the house of the Lord and in the king's house, and sent them to Hazael, king of Syria. Then he went away from Jerusalem. Death of Joash. Now the rest of the acts of Joash and all that he did, are they not written in the book of the Chronicles of the kings of Judah? And his servants arose and formed a conspiracy and killed Joash in the house of the Millo, which goes down to Selah, for Jozachar, the son of Shimeath, and Jehozabad, the son of Schumer, his servants, struck him, so he died, and they buried him with his fathers in the city of David. Then Amaziah, his son, reigned in his place. Hello. Is anyone in here? Did it freeze? Jehoahaz reigns in Israel. The 23rd year of Joash, the son of Ahaziah, king of Judah, Ahoahaz, the son of Jehu, became king over Israel in Samaria, and reigned 17 years, and he did evil in the sight of the Lord, and followed the sins of Jeroboam, the son of Nebat, who had made Israel sin. He did not depart from them. Can anyone hear me? Is it frozen? If you can hear me, see me, comment. Because usually when it's one person or two people in the stream, that means it's frozen. Am I frozen? All good. Okay. Then the anger of the Lord was aroused against Israel, and he delivered them into the hand of Hazael, king of Syria, and into the hand of Ben-Hadad, the son of Hazael, all their days. So Jehoahaz pleaded with the Lord, and the Lord listened to him, for he saw the oppression of Israel, because the king of Syria oppressed them. Then the Lord gave Israel a deliverer so that they escaped from under the hand of the Syrians, and the children of Israel dwelt in their tents as before. Nevertheless, they did not depart from the sins of the house of Jeroboam, who had made Israel sin, but walked in them, and the wooden image also remained in Samaria, for he left of the army of Jehoahaz only 50 horsemen, 10 chariots, and 10,000 foot soldiers. For the king of Syria had destroyed them and made them like the dust at threshing. Now the rest of the acts of Jehoahaz, all that he did, and his might, are they not written in the book of the Chronicles of the kings of Israel? So Jehoahaz rested with his fathers, and they buried him in Samaria. Then Joash, his son, reigned in his place. Can you guys still hear me? Are we still good? Still not frozen? Because our internet has been iffy and our television has been iffy. So whenever I stream like this and no one's in here, then I'm like, am I frozen? Keep talking. That will make me feel better. All good still. Okay. Jehoash reigns in Israel. In the 37th year of Joash, king of Judah, Jehoash, the son of Jehoahaz, became king over Israel and Samaria, and reigned 16 years. And he did evil in the sight of the Lord. He did not depart from all the sins of Jeroboam, the son of Nebat, who made Israel sin, but walked in them. Now the rest of the acts of Joash, all that he did, and his might with which he fought against Amaziah, king of Judah, are they not written in the book of the Chronicles of the kings of Israel? So Joash rested with his fathers. Then Jeroboam sat on his throne, and Joash was buried in Samaria with the kings of Israel. Death of Elisha. Elisha had become sick with the illness of which he would die. Then Joash the king of Israel came down to him and wept over his face and said, O my father, the chariots of Israel and their horsemen. And Elisha said to him, Take a bow and some arrows. So he took himself a bow and some arrows. Then he said to the king of Israel, Put your hand on the bow. So he put his hand on it, and Elisha put his hands on the king's hands, and he said, Open the east window, and he opened it. Then Elisha said, Shoot, and he shot. And he said, The arrow of the Lord's deliverance, and the arrow of deliverance from Syria, for you must strike the Syrians at Aphek till you have destroyed them. Then he said, Take the arrows. So he took them, and he said to the king of Israel, Strike the ground. So he struck 3 times and stopped. And the man of God was angry with him and said, You should have struck 5 or 6 times, then you would have struck Syria till you had destroyed it. But now you will strike Syria only 3 times. Then Elisha died, and they buried him, and the raiding bands from Moab invaded the land in the spring of the year. So it was as they were burying a man that suddenly they spied a band of raiders, and they put the man in the tomb of Elisha, sorry. And when the man was let down and touched the bones of Elisha, he revived and stood on his feet. Ahoy, Robert. Israel recaptures cities from Syria. And Hazael, king of king of Syria, oppressed Israel all the days of Jehoahaz. But the Lord was gracious to them and compassion on them, and regarded them because of his covenant with Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, and would not yet destroy them or cast them from his presence. Now Hazael, king of Syria, died. Then Ben-Hadad, his son, reigned in his place, and Jehoash, the son of Jehoahaz, recaptured from the hand of Ben-Hadad, the son of Hazael, the cities which he had taken out of the hand of Jehoahaz, his father, by war. 3 times Joash defeated him and recaptured the cities of Israel. Hi, Chloe. Love the new haircut. Thank you so much. Amaziah reigns in Judah. Chapter 14. In the second year of Joash, the son of Jehoahaz, king of Israel, Amaziah, the son of Joash, king of Judah, became king. He was 25 years old when he became king, and he reigned 29 years in Jerusalem. His mother's name was Jehoaddan of Jerusalem, and he did what was right in the sight of the Lord. Yet not like his father David, he did everything as his father Joash had done. However, the high places were not taken away, and the people still sacrificed and burned incense on the high places. Now it happened as soon as the kingdom was established in his hand that he executed his servants who had murdered his father the king. But the children of the murderers he did not execute according to what is written in the book of the law of Moses, in which the Lord commanded, saying, Fathers shall not be put to death for their children, nor shall children be put to death for their fathers, but a person shall be put to death for his own sins. He killed 10,000 Edomites in the Valley of Salt, and took Selah by war, and called his name Joktheh. Then Amaziah sent messengers to Jehoash, the son of Jehoahaz, the son of Jehu, king of Israel, saying, Come, let us face one another in battle. And Jehoash, king of Israel, sent to Amaziah, king of Judah, saying, The thistle that was in Lebanon sent to the cedar that was in Lebanon, saying, Give your daughter to my son as wife. And a wild beast that was in Lebanon passed by and trampled the thistle. You have indeed defeated Edom, and your heart has lifted you up. Glory in that, and stay at home. For why should you meddle with trouble so that you fall, you and Judah with you? But Amaziah would not heed. Therefore Jehoash, king of Israel, went out. So he and Amaziah, king of Judah, faced one another at Beth Shemesh, which belongs to Judah. And Judah was defeated by Israel, and every man fled to his tent. Then Jehoash, king of Israel, captured Amaziah, king of Judah, the son of Jehoash, the son of Ahaziah, at Beth Shemesh, and he went to Jerusalem and broke down the wall of Jerusalem from the gate of Ephraim to the corner gate, 400 cubits, and he took all the gold and silver, all the articles that were found in the house of the Lord and in the treasuries of the king's house, and hostages, and returned to Samaria. Now the rest of the acts of Jehoash, which he did, his might, and how he fought with Amaziah, king of Judah, are they not written in the book of the Chronicles of the kings of Israel? So Jehoash Jehoash rested with his fathers, and I was buried in Samaria. Wait, Jehoash rested with his fathers and was buried in Samaria with the kings of Israel. Then Jeroboam his son reigned in his place. Amaziah the son of Joash king of Judah lived 15 years after the death of Jehoash the son of Jehoahaz king of Israel. Now the rest of the acts of Amaziah, are they not written in the book of the Chronicles of the Kings of Judah? And they formed a conspiracy against him in Jerusalem, and he fled in Lachish, but they sent after him to Lachish and killed him there. Then they brought him on horses, and he was buried at Jerusalem with his fathers in the city of David. And all the people of Judah took Azariah, who was with who was 16 years old, and made him king instead of his father Amaziah. He built Elath and restored it to Judah after the king rested with his fathers. Jeroboam II reigns in Israel. In the 15th year of Amaziah, the son of Joash, king of Judah, Jeroboam, the son of Joash, king of Israel, became king in Samaria and reigned 41 years, and he did evil in the sight of the Lord. He did not depart from all the sins of Jeroboam, the son of Nebat, who had made Israel sin. He restored the territory of Israel from the entrance of Hamath to the sea of the Arabah, according to the word of the Lord God of Israel, which he had spoken through his servant Jonah, the son of Amittai, the prophet who was from Gath Hefer. For the Lord saw that the affliction of Israel was very bitter, and whether bond or free, there was no helper for Israel. And the Lord did not say that he would blot out the name of Israel from under heaven, but he saved them by the hand of Jeroboam, the son of Joash. Now the rest of the acts of Jeroboam and all that he did, his might, how he made war, and how he recaptured for Israel from Damascus and Hamath what had belonged to Judah, are they not written in the book of the Chronicles of the Kings of Israel? So Jeroboam rested with his fathers, the kings of Israel. Then Zechariah his son reigned in his place. Hello. Alrighty, you guys. We read today 1 day's worth of reading. We're behind, but that's okay. We keep going. We are 3 days behind. It's okay. Talk time, talk time, talk time, talk time. What's up, guys? Tell me something interesting about your day. Good read, good job. Thank you. It's time to talk. So, you know how, well, how is yours? So let's review. I recently got scammed out of $400 from my Uber account, and I was trying to block it from happening again. So I told them to not give it to my Uber Pro card anymore, because that's how they scam me, through my Uber Pro card. And this week I made $500, like 528 or something like that. And last week I was like calling them to asking them like, are you going to be able to send it to my bank account now or what? And today she said yes, it'll show up on the 28th. Today is the 28th, the end of the week. And I am still waiting for that payment. My Uber account says 0. It's supposed to transfer, but it can take a while. So I'm hoping that it's just taking a while and that it's not just gone completely. Keep checking my bank account. You've been fixing cars today? Yeah. So what I did was to be proactive about this situation. What I did is I'm waiting till tomorrow to call to see if it's on its way or what what the heck is happening. But what I did today is I applied to be a preschool associate preschool assistant. No, associate preschool teacher. Sorry, it's hard to get those words correct. But associate preschool teacher, because I do have a certificate in that. So I applied online and it's like a whole pool of those jobs for Head Start. And so I'm just waiting. I applied and now I'm just waiting for an email about that to see if I'm going to be interviewed. I just applied tonight, so I need to be patient. And also tomorrow I'm going to the school district early childhood education and going to set up my substitute preschool assistant job again. So I'm basically moving on from Uber. I think it's been enough time of a break from phlebotomy and to build my channel and to renew my lessons. But also I really wanted a school job again because it's really nice with all the breaks, and I've never used my early childhood education degree yet, so it'd be nice to get some experience in that, since ultimately that's probably what I'm going to end up doing for a good long time on top of YouTube. So yeah, that's what's going on. I'm trying to move away from Uber. Hello. And trying to get a school job. Phlebotomy is nice, but it's also stressful. Medical field is stressful in general. You're having good focus about your future. Keep it up. Yes. And I love kids. I miss kids, and I want to have my own kids someday. So that would work better with, juggling all aspects of life. It'll be a more condensive, like more things to do within the time that I'm there, because I'll actually be the associate teacher. So I'll be probably leading the class at certain times, and also on top of that, like, small groups and playtime and teaching them how to write their names and letters and numbers. So have you finally found you a man? Maybe it's up in the air, I think. I don't know. It's not official. We're dating. I'm dating someone. But yeah, I'm excited about the possibility of first getting back into substitute teacher's aide and then hopefully getting hired on as an associate preschool teacher. Tomorrow I'm going in and getting my login information at least, and also hopefully like a name tag or something. And then I can start online, going online and searching for sub jobs to do. This is all very top secret, so don't tell anyone where I am. I'm telling on myself where I am. Okay. But yeah, I'm excited. I had to do something because Uber is just a lot sometimes. I drove this one lady and her son and all of her stuff to past Sacramento. And that was a little rough because she was like cussing, and she was telling me passionately about all her beliefs, which are not the same as mine. Um, which is fine. I respect it, um, but it was a little intense and um made me a little nervous and scared. But yeah, congratulations on the new job. Yes, good luck, hon. Thank you. So have you found? So yeah, I am moving on from transporting. Honestly, if I have to tell you the truth, transporting hookers from their hotel rooms to the truck yards, which I have a moral dilemma about. I should carry some nunchucks. I can't really use nunchucks in the car. But yeah, I have basically like a moral dilemma on top of safety, on top of money, never progressing, never getting more funds, just always the same. So yeah, I think it's time. I think it's time to do something. Change something. I used to teach self-defense. Yeah, and yeah, safety, like anything could happen at any time, and people are people. I worked security in clubs a lot over the years. Yeah, gotta be prepared. Yes. Sounds like a good plan. Yes. I might need some help from my mom because if this payment doesn't go through, then I'm not going to be able to pay my payment for my van. I've been living paycheck to paycheck and using credit for food and gas. So I also did security some really rough places, yeah. But yeah, I am ready to be fully financially supported by a job. I have to kind of let go of the dream of like making a lot of money with YouTube because it's been like a long time and I'm finally monetized, but also it's going to take a long time to even cover a bill, one full bill. And did 6.5 years with fire and rescue with the extraction team. So I have to focus my energy on my future. not just my hobbies. It's hard. Yeah, but I do enjoy working with kids. I'm glad to be going back to it. I think it's a good thing. Tomorrow's Tuesday, so my boss will be in office all day, hopefully. Um, but it is kind of a funny thing because like there's a lot of like women or older women or women with children or um that do this job that teach preschool and stuff, and it gets a little bit emotional. Gets a little bit emotional, but I can handle it. I hope. I got my meds to keep me sane. Pray for me. Pray for me. Alrighty. I will let you go. I'll talk to you all tomorrow. You're Michael. Hi. Screaming kids all day. They're not screaming. They're pretty good. Kids are pretty good. The last time I worked with them, they were pretty good. I don't know about now. But yeah, they do say things and yell and stuff sometimes. Much love and peace. All right. Goodbye.